Livingston coming along to Perth on Saturday. Obviously, they're under a bit of turmoil at the moment. Does that maybe pose some additional differences to you with them being without a manager and not fully knowing what's going to come at you when they appear at Perth on Saturday?
Possibly, but obviously the assistant that was there, we Gary Holt's still there. Obviously, I think he's taking caretaker charge, so we'll still have the same sort of people in the background that will be preparing them how they've probably prepared all season. As I say, we just need to focus on what we do and try and be prepared for whatever they throw at us and make sure that we can withstand it and take charge of the game ourselves.
Looking at the games that are coming your way shortly, it's very important to focus on, obviously, sometimes the teams that are likely to be around you in the league and count it as a bonus sometimes when you take points off the Old Firm and Aberdeen and Hibs like you did last week. How important is it just to get these 3 points on the board on Saturday?
Yeah, it's massive. As you say, usually you look at results against probably Rangers and Celtic saying that, they sort of games don't define your season. But listen, as you say, it's a great point for us to take there. It's an extra point on the board, obviously, with teams below us and above us, getting sort of the 3-0 victories through the sort of postponements of coronavirus. It sort of tightens things up again. So it's massive that you go and try and get 3 points on the board tomorrow, and that's certainly what we'll be looking to do.
You're coming up to a really, really busy point for football in general. Is it kind of difficult sometimes to leave the family circumstances behind when people are winding down for Christmas, knowing that this is going to be such an important spell, obviously, coming up for St Johnstone in the festive period?
Yeah, it's not so much now. Obviously, when you first sort of start and you get used to playing and what have you, and that the sort of the festive period is the time where the games come thick and fast. You get used to it. It then becomes sort of the main focus. You have Christmas, you have Christmas before it, or usually for me personally, it's a sort of case of you maybe go and do the runs on Christmas Day, but it will just be a flying visit back home and then chill. Whereas obviously with the winter breaks that we got last season and stuff, they sort of then become your sort of Christmas where you can go and spend time, more quality time with family and friends and stuff. Obviously we'll not get that this year, so it will be a case of that needs to go in the back burner. We've got a job to do in the league, and obviously, as you say, in the cup as well. So we need to make sure that our main sort of focus is on how we go about training and approaching matches. It's always one that you take. It's the old cliche, but you do just take one game at a time. Obviously, Saturday is a massive game in terms of the league for us, so all our focus is on that. And then once the game's done on Saturday, then we start to turn over focus to obviously Tuesday against Dunfermline, which, as you say, will be a massive chance for us to get to the semi-final. But right now, all our focus is on what we do tomorrow.